we're going to move to the good news. The good news is your boy is actually officially 500K funded. I'm actually going to be showing right now the certificates so you guys can see them. My goal was to get at least 4 of these 250s. I really wanted to hit the million. And I dropped the ball because of the time, okay? And I'm going to blame the time because I thought I only had 1 more day or 2 more days, and I'm like, I got to get this done. If I had 1 more week, I would have chilled. I would have passed 2-3 more accounts. But this is the thing that right now I've come to this realization. Who cares about passing an account? What matters is getting paid. Yes, I'm funded. And with the exception of today, most of the trades that I took that got me those 250K accounts were strictly off of my edge. And yes, over leveraging, of course, but with strict edge. And as soon as I was, up 5K, 2K, whatever, I'm done for the day. Next day, rinse and repeat. That's what got me those 2 accounts. It started last week, and I passed them this week, I believe Tuesday. As much as I would want $1 million, and I visualize it, and I can only imagine the day that I'm going to start making 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, etc., per month off of just trading. I have to recognize that I have to get paid right now with what I got. So I have 250K accounts. I need to get a payout first. Get a payout from these accounts, or maybe not even slowly, but eventually I will get more accounts stacked. But none of this matters if I don't get paid. None of this matters if I can't focus and not go on tilt and not over leverage and take the wrong trades, and then I self-sabotage. So yeah, guys, long story short, your boy is funded. I'm going to be trading 1 of the PA accounts. I paid the lifetimes $85. That's the special they're having. So I'm not paying monthly fees, which is perfect for me because I'm really going to be able to take my sweet time to get a payout. Without further ado, is your boy Lowe's Trades. Peace. Hey everybody, it's your boy Lowe's Trades. And I blew around 26 250K accounts. And I blew 18 of them today trying to catch these moves with extremely massive risk. I'm not proud of it, but maybe towards the end, I'll be a little bit justified. But moving forward, I'm going to go ahead and start with some of my mistakes that I did today. So I'm going to go ahead and start, right? When I was looking at oil, for me, the bigger picture is we are in a nasty accumulation. We were waiting for price to clearly push up or clearly push down. As we can see, price has broken below and it's continuing down. We'll have to wait and see on the fundamental level what happens. We might continue going lower, but more than likely, we're probably going to end up going back. It seems like we are ranging between these price levels, right? From 80 to 70. As far as my supply areas, I had a supply off of my 1 hour here and another supply on top of that. But this is where I messed up. This is error number 1. So I'm going to put this time right here so y'all know why this was the worst. This is one of the worst mistakes I could have done. Or it's not a worse mistake, but it was a dumb mistake that I should have caught myself and I didn't catch myself. But I bought oil expecting price to come up to my supply, get that profit, and eventually short it back down, right? Counter trend. This trade itself is a mistake. Why? Because I was looking for sales, even though I know off of the bigger picture, right? Off of the bigger picture, we're ranging. However, currently where price was at, right, which is price was right here, it was more likely that price was going to push down, which it did. We are here in the daily. So looking at the 4 hour, looking at the 1 hour, it just made sense that we were making lower highs and lower lows. So buying was just not a smart idea. And unfortunately, I got stopped out. Okay, so this is number one. I took this short when price created a, right? I said this was a theory, created a lower high, and it could have worked. It didn't work though. And there's one easy explanation for why price rallied all the way back up here. At 10 a.m., we had existing home sales. The number was bad. Since the number was negative, oil and the US dollar are negatively correlated. So as the dollar dropped because of this news here, oil pushed up temporarily. This should have been an easy trade that I should have caught myself and just waited, looked at these numbers and realized, hey, this this makes sense that these numbers are bad. Let's go ahead and start looking for buys, which price right here could have been an easy entry, stop loss down here, all the way up there. So this is an easy trade that I wish that I could have a better explanation, but I guess I was just so eager that I did not recognize, hey, this would have been such an easy trade. Like, and my biggest thing is this, right? I do not need to be taking these trades. I don't have data for support resistance trades. I don't work well with support resistance trades. I need to stop taking support resistance trades from now on. But when price did go up, this was actually the trade I should have been looking for. So keep in mind, I took a L here and I took a L there. This is my third trade right here. This is another mistake that I made. As much as I like this candlestick pattern, part of my winning edge is a 5-minute break of structure. I entered it here. Your boy got stopped out. Okay. The correct entry was this candle right here. Stop loss right here. Or at the supply area. Either one would have been okay. Unfortunately, right? Yeah, I got stopped out. It is what it is. But again, it's just a poor mistake. That's two things that I need to work on. No resistance or support trades. 5-minute break of structure. If the market runs and it never gives me a 5-minute break of structure, I have to accept that. It's better for me to stick to my edge than to take a trade that doesn't have the characteristics that I look for, and then it wins, and then I try that again, and then I end up losing and losing and losing. And that's exactly what's been going on. So next trade, right? Again, right? This candle closed up. It closed, 5-minute break of structure, tapped my supply area, came into profit. Now, here's the interesting part of it. I seen this. This was for me to take. In fact, right here at this level, I was already at $10,000 in profit. That means this boy was looking like 260. That means I would only need $5,000 more. And I checked a little too late to recognize that tomorrow, Thursday, is still one more day that they're allowing you to pass in one day for the 250. I held it. As price came past my VWAP, I hit the threshold. And I did not listen to my instincts. I wanted to hold it, and I paid the price. That's an account that would have been literally today or tomorrow. Tomorrow would have been perfect too. $5,000 more, boom, in the money. We're done. We got another account. I'm not too disappointed with that because my mindset was today's the last day to pass, and I don't want any more demo accounts. Well, they're all demo accounts, but I don't want any more evaluation accounts. I want a payout. I need to focus on that next stage. I need to get a payout. I want a payout. The setups were there, not counting this and not counting this, with the exception of the news. Okay, which I'm not trading. It's technically, we're not trading the news. This was the correct trade. This was the correct trade. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and move to NASDAQ. As y'all know, NVIDIA had earnings reports today. As we can see, first trade was successful. This is after hours, 1 p.m. We're in profit, right? I think we're up like 5,000. I shouldn't be trading these because I don't have data for this. If I have data, I'm going to go for it. But I don't have data for this. This is not acceptable. This one is acceptable because we had tapped a demand zone, right? As we can see off of the 5-minute, we tapped that demand zone. Price pushed all the way up. So in order for me not to have a gigantic stop loss, I went into the 1 minute and we cut a 1-to-1, but this really should have been a 3. If anything, I should have called it a day. This was another trade here, right? This is actually before I took this second trade here. This was the first trade. Came into the demand zone, right? There is no break of structure. The break structure actually happens right here. And this right here would have actually been a better entry because the stop loss would have been that much more acceptable. Another entry here. Again, this one worked beautifully, but I did little risk for this. I did like $300, which it sucks because the one that I did hold for the 3RR should have been the one that I risked insane, and it was just straight to the point. Now, y'all may notice I did not get stopped out, okay? Entry was off of the 1 minute, I believe. Yep, right here, off of the 1 minute, 5-minute break of structure. This is not a good trade. My entry, the only good trades were the ones down here because they're valid. 5-minute break of structure. We were able to hold it. It pays for itself. This trade off of support and resistance, again, is not something that I want to do again. And this entry, same thing, blew another one of those accounts. I had some shortcomings, okay? I gotta be honest. I had some very shortcomings, but this is what I'm reflecting on. Stick to supply and demand trades. If I want to do support and resistance, I need to start taking data. If I'm going to do support and resistance off of the 1 minute, 5 minute, I need to get data. So that's homework for me to get 20 to 25 per instrument. Collect the data if you want to take those trades. In other words, stick to the bread and butter, supply and demand. That's number one. Number two, let the trades run to the 3RR. Stop closing them out early. Obviously, if I get the signs the price is going to reverse, that's one thing. But I should not be risking more than I should in order to not become fearful. Number three, your entries, your confirmations are 5-minute break of structure, not single candles. Not for me.